Okay, everyone is online now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I request to all the members, all the friends, don't do the multiple work. You can sit there, please listen the work. Don't do any other work with this office because we get this, because this director will be watch everything, your moment also. And please we are all teachers. Please alert at least 45 minutes. So take care about this. You are all our teachers. I'm not getting anything else. Okay. Today we had to go for this to disaster management in landslides. So let us take we discuss about this landslides now. See, these are all these contents supposed to as to discussions. So I'm not going to digging any more detailed information. Friendly, we are going to discuss. This is a very important topic. Okay. Then we'll discuss. These are all these contents. Friends, already some of them, my colleagues, there are already discussions with the disasters. So from the disasters, we had to go for this from the alphabetically. The prefix of disasters, D-I-S-A-S-T-E-R. So destructions, incidents, sufferings, administrative, financial failures, sentiments, tragedies, eruption of communicable diseases, and all stage from these various kinds of research program should be asked to go for this. So normally when I had to go for this to come across in the disasters from the earlier days, some of the new literature, they have given much more information about these introductions about the disasters. They're coming in the etymology. See, it means they have the word that comes from this Greek. So earlier days, the people supposed to as to pronunciation of this the disaster, they called as disaster. It means disaster means or disaster means bad, aster means star. So it may be mythologically people supposed to has to come in this to pronunciation of the different religions, different part of the country. As are there, they have one of the pronunciation. Some of the, for example, from the French, they call disaster, or it may be in Indians, we call it as a disasters. So like that, they have one or people, they have pronunciation is different. So then we had to go for this to some mythological stories, comes in the old stories from the, this is disaster happened in this to many evidence given by Puranas from the period of Mesopotamia stories, and some of the religion culture also they mention from the history of the disasters. Now, when I had to go for this to disaster, they have after the disaster happened, then I had to go for the statistically per year in the overall in the globe, 3 million people are dead when they are come across. Lot of the property and a lot of problem from the agriculture activity. Totally, the economically is a big problem. From the Indian scenario, suppose we had to go for this more than 6,000 people per year, they're going to affected or the collapses life or the death from the disasters. So after the estimations from the USA, they have wherever the disaster happens, they have given us a remedial now. They are also they have put into this to store the disaster amount from the respective the government also release the relief fund from the wherever supposed to has to they have taken place. Now, when I had to go for this, the today topic is the very interesting topic from all of us. So landslide. So I think when the landslide suppose everyone knows, everyone they have seen with the different parts of the country, or it may be you can see through the media or the televisions, or it may be let me see this any print media also. So landslide, it means they have a downward movement, downward discharging, or it may be whenever this landslide occur, most important on the area of the soil condition, soil rule, It means in the terminology of the geology, in the terminology of the soil, from the geography, we call it as a pedology. It means the study of soils. The soil rule was very, very important. When their landslides rule was before the landslide, the area of the pedology, the area of the geology, and also the area of this, what kind of organic materials that is there in the area, that all the conditions should be as to affected by the some force. That force is called as a gravity force, influence the area, then these landslides are completely, they have come across. Look at the figures now. Because from this heavy rain is supposed to has to fall. If any kind of precipitation supposed to has to fall on anywhere, so that water should be has to start from infiltration. See, any kind of precipitation fall in the nature itself, the water should be as to percolation, infiltration, reach the ground. That is the most important. Or if any kind of precipitation fall in the surface, then the surface runoff, waters are moving, waters are transportation. So during the transportation, through the soil, through the geology, through the organic materials are very loose. If it is there, immediately that is a washed away or erosion away. Completely within a span of hours, the entire boundary will be destroyed. That is the positions. See, look at this another video. It means how the landslides occur. See, wherever the landslides they come across, they have transported almost all the debris. If any kind of fragments, if any kind of rock pieces, or it may be any kind of settlements also there, immediately they have collapsed, and whatever the force come across and influenced by the gravity, so then the area will be completely destruction away. So when they have, after all these things, then when I had to go for the given a much more information about the landslide. So when their information given a definition, or it may be the weightage supposed to has to given. So the landslide is nothing but a downward movement. See, whatever the any material supposed to surface erosion or surface to subsurface up to the meter of this, the loose rocks, loose vegetations, loose rock structure, loose soil structure, any mineral grains are there, completely that will be slide away, washed away. So during that one stages, see, normally landslide occur, there are two ways. One is the heavy rain is supposed has to fall there. That is a one kind of landslides. Another one slides, earthquakes. Immediately the earthquake supposed to has to occurrence on the boundary. If a soil, if a vegetation, if a rocks are loose was there, so the earthquake gravity vibrations was destruct all the layer of the structure of the geology, all the layer of the soil, all the layer of any kind of vegetation was there. If any shivering, or it may be earthquake vibration taking place, immediately the area will definitely having a big problem. Look at this, another one images. From the top of the area, any very rain is supposed to has to fall in the peak area. If a peak area of the soils are losing, all the fragments, all the organic material, all these, any kind of the rock samples, rock pieces, along with the water, they have come across in the down portion and collected in the down area. That is also. So see this, look at these figures. See this, when the focus yours eyes from the see the how the soils are erosions away. See, already this is the area, already landslide already over. From this, already landslides are occurred. Even now, still the above the top of the surface of the boundary, still the erosion was taking place. Soil crevices, soil loose grains, soil fragment, or any mineral material, if a loose was there, then only fall down from the one by one. So that is also we have. So after this, the landslides major road was covered with, if any transportation communication supposed to has to taking place, immediately they have a relief the area. That means the concerned government supposed to has to go there. Immediately they start from excavations, or it may be remove the debris. So this is the photographs I'm taking from near to the Kodugu. They have a Kodugu from the last time, last season of this, the Madikeri via Madikeri Mangalore Road. We gone there and take the photographs from the major they had 10 different places the landslide occur. So almost of the loose soil structures will be, they have come across. See, if it goes to another area nearby, out of the Madikeri area, so you see this, most of this, the root structures, most of the transportation road also destructions because of heavy precipitation. So rock debris, soil debris, whatever the concrete supposed to be have seen, everything should be destruction possibilities also there. Now, after this, media supposed to has to go for to see the information to the public. So this all the things happens is there. So from the disaster management cell, they have a recorded. So wherever this kind of this, sometimes they have a controversies message supposed to has to be whether the landslides occur due to rainy, or some of these fellows supposed to this not a come across in the precipitation, maybe have some shivering, or it may be some problem in the geological area, or it may be earthquakes happens, or it may be landslides occur. By this time, the media also they are supposed to they have live telecast wherever this kind of the landslides occur. So that is also we see from these to our news channels also. So in the landslide occurs near to this to almost all the overall Karnataka, wherever this major the rain is supposed to has to gone there, particularly in the Karnataka, in this the Coorg area. So most of these the places, it may be loose rocks, loose soils, heavy loading of water supposed to interceptions in the beneath the bottom. So the water was lagging. The water should be as to lagging. After that, the water should be as to move some other places. By this time, maximum more number of days the water was lagging beneath the bottom. Immediately destruction possibilities also we have seen from the Coorg areas. Now, when they're supposed to, we had to go for this, we had to study something, we had to acquire our knowledge, or it may be in the consent with the student, it was supposed to ask there's much more information about the how the landslides occur. We are given some information to the student, or it may be supposed we have to go for deliver any special lectures on this. By this time, we should be asked to know this the knowledge about this the particular. So we have to a model. So we create the model from the laboratory. So some of the teachers supposed to geographer, some of the teachers supposed to has to come in this environmental science, or it may be any botany teacher supposed to landslides occur. We can create the model in the concern with the exhibitions, or it may be students supposed to interested, or it may be sometimes supposed to any NAC committee supposed to has to come across to visit your department. Science forum was there. Every year supposed to students voluntary supposed to organize any a program from the colleges. By this time, you should be tell about this the natural disaster management way. So one among these the landslide. So create the model. So the model should be as to come across to give the much more information to create the awareness to the public. So this is the way the landslides occur. So from this, wherever landslides they have occur, so we physiologically and also we have to tell about this particular in the physical events. So before the rainy, how this shape was there, after the rainy, and the same shape of the area, how much percentage of particular the land use, land cover structure, or maybe erosion away. So this is, you have to go for the statistics per year. Suppose we have to go to estimation per year in particular area during the heavy precipitation, which is the major area, majorly the landslides occur. So that is the message should be as to give on mind. Now another stages, how the stages of landslides occur. So look at this, all the 6 figures now. The first figure, now before the landslide, all the beds are equaling. After the precipitation started, so one by beds are completely eroded away. See the third figure, see the completely erosion still now. See again the blocks are maybe all the rocks of the body with the soil also maybe moving away. See finally entire above the surface of the structure will be completely within the few hours. The structure is collapsed due to the natural precipitations occur. So finally, the entire top of the mass of the boundary of this physiography completely they have a big problem. So this is the way the landslides are occur in the nature. So according to these two, the landslides we are going to classify. There are number 1 was called as rotational landslides. or rotational sliding. This is also we have from this T there. So when you had to give this rotational, look at the figures now. See, some of the force, because when the landmass particularly the water has come from the any particular angle, it may be east to south or the north to south. So particularly one particular area of the precipitation water fall from the above the top of the layer, the same water supposed has to come in the moving direction. The moving direction of the water, where exactly waters are moving with forcefully, that force of water supposed to has to go on any directions, anywhere, any angle itself, on the angle itself, maximum the landslides occur. See, so one particular season, based on the meteorological precipitation, maybe it may be east to west, one season, so other season north to west. So every season of the rain is supposed to have to fall there. So definitely based on the rotational wise, or it may be tilted wise, the landslides are occur. So number 2 was the landslide occur, translation and slush. So these translations, the slides was, see, we have any physiography of the earth. We have seen, I think maybe those who are the study from the soil science, they have a zone of variations, the topest layers. Is the zone of variation in the topest layer. See, the topest layer of the zone of variation, it is a very thick, was there, permanently very hard lithology, hard rock structure, hard soil was there, is a good number of stamina was there. That is the area maybe very little bit of transportation or it landslides occurs. Or if a soil was completely maybe weaker, 100%, definitely during the time of this precipitation, maybe collapse away. Definitely, this is the portion happen, particularly in the down portion area. So it may be any hilly forest terrain area. This is the portion supposed we have to see in every season of the precipitation they occur. So number 3 from the landslides are rock fall. See, most of the topography in anywhere in the nature, we have seen over the soil with geology together in the formation of the stratigraphy. So when I had to go for the come across in this to the physiography of the particular boundary, soil with the geology together in the formations. So with the geology is the weaker, the geology may be any fracture was there, the geology is completely come across in the any ups, or it may be small, or it may be hard, or any other list was there, along with the soil also there, then definitely water supposed to enter in these places, immediately the rocks may be fall down along with the force of downwards. This is the situation was seen from the hilly forest areas. So next classification of the landslides, rock toppling. See, some of the structures, for example, see the some of the your villages or wherever supposed to has to go for this to see in any mountain area, hilly terrain area, most of these rocks, their formation is the incline is wise. See, when we had to frequently become visible. So suppose 1 year, suppose he has to go for the measure this angle of this rock structure. See, this angle is 10 degree east, 20 degree west, for example. You can measure there one season. We can go to the next season of the after precipitation stop there. You can go, they measure the angle. The measure the angle previous data to present data, maybe 5 degree, 1 degree, maybe variation was there. It means maybe definitely some of this, the force was acting during the precipitation, maybe the rocks are maybe in any 1 or 2 days, definitely the rocks are fallen away. So it may be collapse. So whoever this the subject supposed to have to taught, or it may be supposed to has to come in the village, or it may be those who are staying in this your village. If this kind of structures are there, you can tell to inform to this to your farmers, or it may be those who are owner of this. So beneath the bottom, supposed to have anybody supposed to settlement is there, structure was there, any houses was there, maybe the rocks are fall down is possible. So this is the cases we have seen there. So next type of the landslide is called as lateral spreading. See, one had to go for any road. The road was concrete. See, the civil engineer is supposed to has to go based on the topography. He has to go for the laid out from the made a very big style of this concrete. But beneath the bottom, the soil role, geology role is important. Then only I had to go for this. Here, the case was where this particular road was already, they have a loose area, or it may be the rocks already maybe completely maybe softened rock. So if any weightages, continuously if any water supposed to has to fall, start from infiltration, reach the ground, definitely almost all the area of the soil moisture zone, water content zone. So in that zone, any vehicle supposed to move there. So day by day, cracks are developed, vesicles are developed, and also joints are developed. One day, the joints may be more extended than the landslides also occur. So another one is the landslide is a debris flow. So instead of this, the top of the layer is maybe sometimes maybe we have seen with this the geology only, or maybe rocks. Many times you had to see these construction materials from any wounded materials or the rock pieces top of the layer. So due to the landslide, most of this maximum debris, rock debris, soil debris, or any root system with any plant system also maybe fall down and carrying with the water force and come across moving in the transportation maximum 1 kilometer, 2 kilometer, maybe journey with this along with any pavement of a stream channel, river bodies there, that is also we have. So that this also we have discussion about these types of landslide. Now we can go for the extended another way. See some of these most important causes of a landslide. See how the causes we have taken place before or after the landslide. See, most of this, the landslide studied expert watershed management program, I think you are heard, or it may be disaster management cell. We have a state government, central government. We have a lot of awareness program. We have a lot of research also they are going. So there in this, the disaster management cell, geophysics, they have a scientist, geophysics man. So the geophysics man supposed to has to go for the conduct the survey. So electrical magnetic survey, or it may be seismic survey, or it may be you can go for this too. I think maybe those who are the study from the physics teacher, they know this. So they have a study from the layers of the soil road, the layers of the rock structure, the layers of the entire topography. It is maybe suitable for, or maybe in the future, suppose anything happen. So the assessment, they pass this maybe current electrode, potential electrode, and get the significance of the phenomena of the area. Then we can know that what is this, the area of the real gravity, the condition of electrical conductivity, the condition of the zone, information also they are going to study. Second one, the scientists supposed to enter in the geologist, earth science scientists. They have to go to study the entire geology, whether the area comes under igneous rock, sedimentary rock, metamorphic rock. So they are going to study whether the igneous rock is there always very hard rock, whereas the sedimentary is a maybe completely soft rock. Metamorphic is partially hard, partially soft rock. So what are the rock was there? What is the condition of the rock? The rock having a crack, the rock having a lineation, the rock having a foliation, or rocks having a number of bricks are there, that also we had to go the study. Then meteorological scientists, meteorological department scientists also, they're going there, they work there. So whether during the rainy season, whether the waters are surface runoff, or it may be waters may be logging during the hours of the rainy, where has gone, where has stored. That is the party supposed to have to read by the meteorological department. Finally, the earthquake seismologist, they supposed to have to go any previous history, or it may be we have the state government geophysics scientists, they have a drawn, already drawn wherever the earthquake provinces zone, wherever the earthquakes may be, they have passed there. Based on the geology, they're going to prediction also. So therefore, from the NGRI, from Hyderabad, National Geophysical Research Center, we have there in the Hyderabad, they're going to already, they do the lot of researches, wherever suspected area, they already noticed on the area of their hand to install this seismogram. I think maybe the seismogram, maybe you know that everything supposed to, how much the percentage of this earthquake supposed to may occur, or it may be in the anywhere, they are already installed some of the area. So we have the same instrument supposed to install in Mercury also. See, some of the suspected area, the earthquake scientist supposed to has to install during the any kind of landslide. The landslide occurred due to precipitation, or the landslide occurred any earthquake, or any other natural disaster. They're going to monitoring that instrument. So observatory also there. So this is the way we have to go there. So then during the rainy season, suppose we have to go for the wind velocity. Suppose we have to go for see the anemometer, see the direction of wind flow. I think we have seen that. See from the rainy station, I think everyone knows See, they have a windmill was there, wind flow. Per hour, the winds are moving. How much percentage of wind per hour? 1,000 km/hours or 500, 600, 700. During the precipitation also they taking place. During the precipitation with this wind also they are taking place. So wind velocity and the precipitation together, they have destroyed the nature and percentage of killing of the surface of the mass of the movement. So that also we have. Or see, maybe sometimes maybe eruption of magma. Maybe geographically, the geography teachers, they know eruptions of volcanoes eruption, volcanic materials, magma materials, lava materials, eruption. Due to this too, maybe during the taking place of this, anyway, on the area, people are suspected whether they the landslide due to volcanoes, landslide due to earthquake, landslide, any other disaster. So therefore, this is also one we have to go for study from the volcanoes, or it may be volcanoes. Is this also one of the natural disaster management? So during these volcanoes also, most of the landslides also come across. Then another one, the scientists supposed to enter in the hydrogeology map. See, water, those who are studied in the water-related scientists. So wherever the landslides occur, some of the borewells are highly rechargeable. Or some of the borewells are maybe fluctuation, increase the water table or decrease the water table. It is possibilities also there. So therefore, from the hydrogeologists also, before the rainy, after the rainy, they have taken a data from the ordinary open well, ordinary borewell about the water table. So before precipitation, what is the water table condition? After the heavy precipitation, suppose has to fall in the same area, we can measure the water table. Water table definitely increase. What is the information supposed to has to get it? If a water table is increasing, it means the groundwater, the precipitation, rainy water is supposed to pass through the soil, then reach the water table. Therefore, the rainy waters gone to the beneath the bottom. So this is also we have. Then another most important is anthropological activity reasons. See, friends, most of this we are going to extend the leeward. See, some of the leewards supposed to come across in the village wise because the demography, populations are more by this time. See, from the village wise, see, urbanization is started. So before start the urbanization, the pollution control board and also environmental science scientists supposed to they given a permission today. Actually, this is a violation norm by this time without any knowledge. During the rainy season, the rainy waters are flow on the area. That is the area always seepages is there. But we are not bothered about the moving of surface runoff of water. During the precipitation, the water has come somewhere area. Heavy water supposed has to come underneath. Our basement of the structure of the building of a rocks also collapse. So the age of the buildings may be sometimes make a big problem also. So therefore, anthropological problem, it means we are all responsibility. We are ignore the rules and regulations given by the disaster management cell. So therefore, wherever supposed to has to go for the construction of any building or structure, please take care about this disaster in the area or earthquake prone area, volcanoes area, or it may be any problem in the soil geology. So that should be has to take care about. Then we have to go for the consideration also. See, another one is girls, wherever suppose has to go for the cutting. So much of cuttings in this vegetation or the plant itself or root system also collapse. And natural resource management also we are worried, but we are not bothered about this because the communications, the transportation purpose, we are cutting so much of structures, and the structure sometimes maybe they have taken a control the measure of landslide, but we are violation also. So therefore, we should be asked to create or supposed to have to wherever supposed to have to go for delivery any messages from the student or the public, you should be take care to tell about this. The deforestations should not be the cutting a forest. Once you cut the forest, at least to 10 to 15 samples supposed to you had to resampling. So that is the message supposed to you have to tell them. So effects and the losses due to the landslides. So when the landslide supposed when the landslide supposed to have to go there. See, most of this area. See, most of the areas. Dr. Surender, please note this. Mute your mobile now. So when the effects of losses due to the
Yeah.
landslides, see, most of the areas, if the landslide occur, road will be blocked. Everyone knows because almost all the road, maybe the almost all the debris, almost kind will be come across in the up layer to the down. That is also one. So if you have a down portion, normally everyone knows in this Talakav area, Madikeri, the Coorg area, most of these construction of this, or it may be settlements of the down portion or the valley portions. So in earlier days, most of the settlement, they have 40 years, 50 years. Most of the people are interested. I'm not moving because my elders are there, stay there. I'm not interested to moving. But during this kind of precipitation there occur, the government also tells directly in future, definitely this is the valley area or the paleo channel area, or it may be burial area. So sometimes maybe happen, you have to very big problem facing. Even tell that some of the people never bother about the caution. Maybe if we have the landslide occur, burial from the beneath the bottom, we might have seen that last few years ago, each and every 1% or 7% are collapsed or burial with the soil. So this is the another one, human death, also injuries, and also, so we are escaping when there's one kind of flood supposed to happen or understand we are take care of ours. By this time, your animals, agriculture animals maybe has to collapse also. This is also one of these. So by this time, when had to a direct effect should be as to commonly occur, and also when the indirect effect should be as to, we had to wherever dams are there, nearby dam. See, dam nearby landslide occur, definitely the dam also major in the future problems. So that's why Sir M. Vishweswaraya, they are not interested to construct the dam in the dam in this Talakaveri or the Madikeri. Because they have studied. They are studied in the entire area because he had lack of knowledge. So he had to come across away from this. If he is interested to construct in the dam in this to Madikeri dam, so one day definitely have a big problem about due to this all the natural calamities. So that's why he has come in this Mysore provinces area. He has Krishna Raja Sagara Dam. He has to go for the construction the big dam. So that's why he is earlier, he said more than 70 years ago, Sir M. Vishweswaraya and his team itself, they're going to do this, the geophysical survey, geological survey, a geographical survey, geomorphological survey, and by this time remote sensing GIS techniques was not there. There's a recent application. So on that area, they are going to every road to road structure studied in the morphology of the boundary, then finally has to go for the construction area pad. So therefore, so when almost all these the problems have happened, people are maybe they have a lot of properties also they have, and also agriculture activities completely they have misuse from the some of these person also, and also loss of the revenue will be government also loss of the amount should be has to sponsor. So this all this information also we have now. When this landslide supposed to has to before this in the now is December, January, February, March. This in the 4 months. GSI scientists, Geological Survey of India, NGRI scientists, they are already drawn. They are already given a thematic map from almost all the Karnataka or almost all the area of this in India. They are prepared because once in 2 years, the frequently landslides are occurred. Their duty should be has to go for the during the non-rainy season. They have gone to suspected area and studied from the entire geomorphology. Geomorphology, it means the area of the above the land mass, the terrain, slope, and soil structure, along with the what kind of vegetation is there, what kind of culture was there, physiography is there, what are the condition of anthropological activity on the boundary, what is the environmental related information, that all the things should be asked to go for the study in the proper way. Because before rain is supposed to has to go for this, we had to tell there. So these are all the things we are suspecting. Definitely we have a landslide occur due to this, all these things we are geologically weak, geographically weak, landmass are maybe may not be in strong position. Therefore, so wherever the steep slopes, very down portions, maximum 20 to 30% of this landslide occur. Sometimes maybe you can see that See, those who are coming from the village boundary, I think we have when the surface runoff taking some of the soils also erosion might have seen from the road itself. So you have huge rain is supposed to has to fall in the peak of the mountain or peak of the hill itself. They're carrying maximum the all kind of materials dumping in the beneath the bottom. So that is also one. Another one, we have a lot of gorges, lot of waterfalls, lot of canals, lot of perennial streams, perennial canals, perennial channels. What is this all this saying? So we cannot expecting because the canals, so we are create the channels from the civil engineer going to construct the channels, canals. It means the transportation of water, but in this rainy water through the failure of the landslide. So rain water enter in the unwanted places. They create a own channel, own street line, water moving, water payment, water channel. So it is also possible that water directly enter in the culture of this activity, human settlement also. See, whatever the city supposed to town, supposed to any, the arrangement of the structure was human settlements, no? Due to this kind of water, without telling anything else, they had changed the direction of the terrain and water supposed to has to go for water was logging. The logging of water, most of these the person supposed to not expecting the water has come this. So this is the way supposed to we had to see in that. So when there's landslides, most of the landslides supposed to has to go for most of this higher to the lower zone. So we can study the terrain morphology. We can study the particular boundary. So by this time, I think maybe you had to see bund. I think you had heard about the contour bunding, contour trenches, contour line. They have constructed, they made pavement. So these are all the such are supposed to has to go for recommended by the forest department. Why? Because when the top of the layer up to half a kilometer or a 40-50 meter thickness, they had to create the contour line. It means why this? When the any kind of precipitation suppose has to fall in the top of the boundary, the water should be as to go for beneath the bottom. Water may not be come in the surface runoff. They have come in the contour line, then overflow. So series of bund, series of contour line, series of check pits, series of trenches. That is they recommended by disaster management cell committee. Because when you had to avoid this series of water enter any other direction, so that is the way the government should be has to recommend it. And also, wherever this vegetation was lost one season, immediately after landslides occur, immediately stop there, then the rainy was stopped there. Wherever major vegetation may be erosion away or fall away. So same another species supposed to have to go for resampling. Because why this sampling role is most important, the particular plant root system will be strongly protect the soil. If a soil was very good, the soil was very hard, so based on the soil and everything should be as very strong in the morphology of the geology, at least to avoid the transportation of any kind of this. So that's why this we had to go for this. Now, from the environmental science, they have a lot of procedure because one of these teacher we have seen that law professor was there. They have some kind of act was this act, amendment act from the environmental pollution act or the prevention act. Don't do anything else about this. The area forest areas because the encroachment. See, some of the area because the water line, see, during the rainy season, the water line, they are naturally the water line was there. We can say canals, we can say channels, we can say streams. There one season they have to completely they have on the seas the water supposed has to come in the same area. We had to on the boundary in the top of the boundary should not be constructed anything else, should not be constructed recommend any other new layout because the line should be as to link with the reservoir. The same top of the water should be as link in the dam reservoir. Any nalla streams are there, ponds are there. Naturally we can connect it. So to avoid these waters are enter in any other zone. So the drainage system is completely thoroughly studied. The moving of water from the one zones to another, that is the most important. Look at the figures now. See, that is the see first figures now. The most of this the root system penetrate beneath the bottom. If a root system also create the erosion of the soil, If a loose soil was there, root system penetrate beneath the bottom, they have to go to 10 meter, 20 meter, no, up to 20 meter. If a soil was very good, it's okay. If a soil was maybe a weaker zone, so during the precipitation, the root system also create the landslide possibilities 100%. That is also we assume. So wherever such kind, suppose as a root system has to against to they create a lot of problem in the natural way. The hydrogeologist or geophysics man or civil engineer or any engineer or it may be any related scientist supposed to has to go for to create the bund. So we have a strong pit, strong the excavation check embankments should be has to construct there to at least to avoid the maybe we have. So when frequently when the this kind of landslides are occur, so the civil engineers, the concerned government, the properly we had to construct these retaining walls, or it may be any requirement constructions, may be very rock bodies, or it may be any strong, it may be want anything cementing, reinforcing cementing. So that also we have. So before you had to go for to install directly, indirectly. So according to the what the given direction given by the higher officers or the concerned committee report, based on that, wherever, which places regularly the landslides occur, what to do, everything should be has to taken by. Then we had to tell about this. See, they have a road. So this is the road supposed to have. So continuously, because the top of the boundary, continuously water supposed to has to move. Definitely 100% are erosion activity. Because the transportation, communication, road also there. By this time, one season supposed to has to the fall down away. Definitely have in a next season. So any transportation maybe they have a problem. So therefore, we have to take care about. So in that connections, previous figures in the down estimation, we create the retaining wall. It may be permanently construction of the take the almost all the rock pieces, very strong pieces of the granite pieces, we can store there and protect there. The water should be has to go on there through the crack zone, because this is the water has come in the top. The water is discharging through the fissure, a porous zone, a crack zone. Water should be has to moving away. So this is the way supposed to has to go for the anywhere in the check area or the prevention area. So you have to should be has to go for this. So therefore, when I had to go for any kind of suppose as to construction, development of any activity, so another way we had to wire mesh. See, civil engineers also, and the road is completely from the during the rainy season, the road was washed away. So next year, same problem. So engineers should be has to go for this to new method. Wire mesh technology is a recent method in the strong iron mesh along with the rock pieces. They had to go there. See, this is the way the concrete supposed to has to recommend it. Then the may not be has to come in the fall down. Look at this. This is the way I am telling about the check pits, check bunds are there now. So every at least 1 meter, 2 meter thickness now, the water supposed to has come, the soil, the erosion, and we had to in between the vegetation supposed to has to go. Then the any waste material should not be found in the canal. So this is this message supposed to have to tell. And also, see, another technique supposed to has to come. They have a insert this the pipeline. See, when the peak of the mountain, during the precipitation time, the waters may be percolation, infiltration, discharging in the ground. So therefore, the hydrogeologist to insert the pipe, directly simping insert the soil, then the water was discharging. This water has come from some other places. So this water also we can utilize from agriculture activity, domestic activity, but in drinking water, suppose it has to go for testing of a groundwater quality. If a quality was good in the drinking, then we have to recommend it for the drinking process. Now, so after all these things, recent one, now lot of educations programs, government should be asked to launching a varied project also. Whereas create awareness about this wherever this continuously landslides are occur. So when the landslide occurs, we have some kind of rules and regulation also. They have to given to direction by the government. Who are these policies supposed to have to come up? What is the amount supposed to has to the every year relief fund supposed to have to keep? Any emergency supposed to has to come across. So by this time, up to the education awareness, educate to this our should be as to student. First, we have to educate our student. Students should be asked to tell, these are all the messages should be explained today itself, our teacher. Then they tell to the parent. The parent should be asked to discuss with his friends group. Then the subject should be asked to common voice. They have to come across. So some of these policies should be asked to coming. Then and also recently, remote sensing NRSA, ISRO scientists also, they have to come across and prepare the thematic maps. The map should be as to, so previous year, compared to the number of years, 5 years, 10 years of the thematic maps, before the landslide, after landslide, what is the percentage of amount of the landslides are erosion, and what is the land use, land cover structures. They have prepared landslide hazard zonation map. They had to prepare with the software of the GS. So our GS, ERDA softwares, we have a software from the GS. They prepared and their prediction in the future years also, that is also one. So before the landslide, because in the government should be as to suspect the area, when the landslide we had acquired, they have a warning signals, they have a telecast, they have a voice or sound, beep sound. If a landslide occur, because someone down portions, if it doesn't know when the upper portion landslide occur now, by this time, the signals have been given to the every person, sound signal, that is also we have seen. So based on this, all the signal information they have before the landslides, they have, government should be asked to also they have it. Now from this, in the school or colleges, sometimes maybe any landslides occur nearby school. So we can tell to this to the student should not be go for any other be afraid about this, or it may be any problem itself. The role of the teacher, the role of the person should be asked to take care, and they had to immediately, the rainwater should be logging in the area. Immediately they had to, as possible, we had to come in this a good place or in the better places to, they had to safe places, that is the one. So during the landslides, they have a air media, print media, telemedia, they have inform immediately, you be the, come in the house, come in the other places, come in the safety places. So that is the message also, they have given information about the government. So after this, all these things, if you have a, see, the person should be aged person. The aged person may not be asked to move, the aged person may not be walk. See, the other person should be asked to take care about the elder person, and take the person should be asked to safety in the emergency. Any person supposed to ask to medically, or the treatment already they're going away. Any pregnant woman supposed to ask to there. So that the symptoms supposed to given to the government immediately as possible to change these places to some other nearby other places. We have to take care about this. So that is the most important information. So another important is those who are on the line of research, those who are doing any kind of work. So they prepared this using remote sensing GS technology we have. They have submit the government. Frequently our area is landslide occur. So our land was missing, our land was completely washed away. They have taken some precaution, by this time. They can prepare the thematic maps and submit it. And also government, they have already installed some of these instrument. When the landslide supposed to has to come across, definitely their telemedia, print media, through the satellite signal, they have to inform to these two on the boundary. Immediately person should be asked to go for to take care about this any suitable places also. Now, after the landslides, some of the scientists, or it may be person supposed to know about, immediately they gone to see it. So when the landslides already occur, precipitation stop, most of the people, they had to go to see this. What type of landslide, how the landslide occur. They personally, some knowledges they had built up is personally. Are the research, those who are research on this work on the landslide. So any one landslides may occur. The classification of landslides under personally, it may be topple landslide, debris landslide, creep landslide, earth flow landslide, rotational, translation, anyone definitely maybe they have. Now come to these two, the causes of landslides. See, most of these landslides, maybe they come across number one, so much of geographically maybe big problem, pedologically problem, so much of soils are erosion, geologically structures are missing, and also some geographically landmass also completely they had to gone places. So 100% erosion also we have taken place. So when the heavy rainy supposed on the fall are there, maximum rainy water supposed to has to gone to the unwanted places, lagging way, and also the transportation when during the rainfall, maximum minerals, maximum organic minerals, inorganic mineral solution also the found from these to soil or found from the geology, there will be definitely will be erosion taking place. And human activities, wherever this human supposed settlements is there, definitely they have a big problems in the boundary. So immediately in the area, when the landslide along with the earthquake happens, see sometimes maybe together also. Earthquake with the landslide together maybe sometimes maybe happen. 100% of the area will be within the span of hours, minutes, will be destruction. So with this, any eruption of volcanic also they have. So some of the major landslides, according to statistics, give bulletin report given by government. So is the major now in the 1991 Assam. So more than 300 people are died. So from the 1991 Nagaland, 500 people are died. So in this 1988, see from the village of Malpa is a 210 people are died. See, this is the diagrams, is the how the landslides are occur during the precipitation. See, this is the meant for create the awareness to the our lab itself. See, any persons you suppose you have to launch, or it may be anything supposed you have to conduct any symposium, national symposium, or it may be student interaction. By this time, you have to tell anyone that is a man. Now, then we have to go to the some steps supposed to as to management landslide study, pre-disaster studies and post-disaster studies. Now, any person supposed to interested the carry out in the project report or the concerned student supposed to has to study anything else. They studied now. They have to go for this. You are given an area, selection the area and tell the area. So this area already they have disaster happened. So some of these the scientists supposed to visit that boundary. So they have along with this your students supposed to field trip, or it may be anything trip supposed to has to go for study from there a peace disaster management, and what are the condition is there, what is the condition of road, what is the condition of geology, what is the condition of the area, that also. So after that, then the government should be has to take care what are these precautionary already they come across. So that also we have to study it. So post and pre-post studies should be has to go there. Now, number one most important, during this any kind of disaster happen anywhere near to your village, near to your hometown, at least your contribution is mostly, because anyway the government supposed to ask the relief fund. See, at least 1 day salary from you are all. We are paid there definitely. So those who are supposed to, they have a policy, suppose I want to work personally, then you go to you the food, cloth, drinking water, any tablet supposed to, any person supposed to get blankets or a mat itself, or anything supposed to has to, you want to voluntary, or it may be your college, you have take the collect the materials and give the personally, you can go to distribution, that is the good messages also come across. Now, when the landslides occur, most of these the buildings are collapsed, most of them buried with store there or struggle there, or it may be in the beneath the bottom. So your hand role is most important. Your support is most important. Your helping hand is most important. That is also one. So when this in the naturally Sikkim, Nagaland, now that is the area is a during the rainy season continuously maximum the landslides are come Sikkim, Nagaland area, Manipuri area, that is also. So when this during the journey of any you are traveling, suddenly the kind of the rocks are fall down from the top and fall down from the main road. So we cannot transportation. So road was blocking. So by these times, every person supposed to, instead of sitting in the vehicle, we can hand to hand, suppose to any, you have those who are, because we can, it is difficult to, they have removing the larger debris, at least a small things is are there. We can remove this debris and help to the hand to hand in the social justice. And also if you have a larger one, can immediately inform to this, to the concerned nearby police station or in any office was there, that is the best way for this. See, this look at the figures, continuously landslides. See, agriculture activity or it may be settlements was there. So in that cases should not go for this to develop the land or develop the construction purpose, because they every time. So another one, during this the landslides is going on, landslides, the ash powders, these ash powders coming in the surface of the soil. See, if you have a very dangerous ash powders inhales to the body, the lot of the problem from the human activities also. So the youngsters particularly, they know this, the crisis, know the merits and demerits. Instead of taking a video, instead of taking any selfie. So our humble duty should be as to inform one. Now, during this, the landslide occur, first your house, first your nearby, please switch off from the electricity, disconnected everything. Sometimes grounding possibilities also there. That is the main information. So this all we should be at least 5 to 10% of knowledge should be as to at least may have to inform to your student. And they have a policy you has to make. These are all the same quiz competition. For example, you are conducting quiz competitions from anywhere, from your classes, or it may be anything else. So that is the message supposed to have to given now. At least you should be give a information, and they tell to this to message to the your own student. Definitely, that should be a very good topic. And this topic should be, see, at least as per this, you are all are earning some things, learning something, known something about the information. But when there's you anything else, you have know the science, at least to share the some information to your student. So and stop this to this is this a very simple topic about this the landslides. So if anything your interaction me, if anything else you come across to discuss with, so please we can give some information, or it may be your experience, or your anything your information was required. Please discuss another 5 to 10 minutes now. The slide ಇದನ್ನು ಮುಗೀತು. ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಇವರು ಯಾರಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್. Hello. So topic is over.
Okay, sir. Okay.
This topic is yours. Please tell something about this. Topic is yours. Because my topic is today we are with this, my presentation is over. So day of yesterday, today is also. Anything else you want to, or it may be what your suggestions, what your requirement, at least to that is the information suppose we are so needed, at least to pass this to message to this to and the next man supposed to know. We are on the line, we are on the way. So as per this information, those who are from this to Madikeri, any teacher supposed to Kur Kushal Nagara, or any persons from this to wherever this kind of occurs now, information should be as to collectively our responsibility also. We protect the environment, protect this the environment with this the area of the settlements. So that is this messages. This message supposed to be studied when the disaster management cell duties also, with our responsibility also. So if we are responsible, don't think is made to relief fund. We pay the relief fund wherever the disaster happen, anything happens in the nature. So that is also we have. But another hand should be as to the helping hand. Helping hand, that is also one from these to given a medicine, given a drinking of water, given anything else, combined work, not for the single person. So from that your college, because you are the professor, some of the professors are there, some of the school, from the you can give this to quiz competition or the workshop, one-day seminars. Okay, so this all this is a problem to create the awareness, interact with the student, and how to encourage the science of the subject. So that's why the government of yesterday, I lost to 1 day ago, disaster management, environmental day, World Water Day, Constitution Day. This is a mandatory from this governments of Karnataka supposed to initiate it. But we have to the why this all these days are required. What is the purpose supposed to have to celebration? For example, Environmental Day. I'll call it. See, endowment, most of them from the colleges, sir. The student supposed to has to. You can tell him, well, make an NSS officer, NCC officer, or any officers from this, their responsibility have to take it from the colleges. We had a sapling of a new plant. Your college is not space. At least we had to go there from the any other outside the premises, or it may be Jata, or it may be create the awareness among the teachers, among the public. So this is the creativity awareness was done by our self-satisfaction also most important. See, some of these fellow, why these all these things, my duty is okay, deliver and going, transfer coming now, that is not good. See, I've seen that many of my friends, their interaction with this, many of them voluntary has to come in this. These are all these requirements. But you, all the teachers should be asked to take care about these friends. This is the subject is the most important. My humble request to all the friends, please pass the message to your young kid of your college mates, or it may be a student, and they have given a elaborate information so much more. So that will be very useful to subject. So you have gained the subject, at least to share to person to the information launch there, then is the best informations. Okay. Those who are Mysore professors, teachers are there. If anything else, please come to our department. Anything you want to, any information, we'll support you, inform you, and tell about this, what to do anything. Please come our department. We'll give the share to this our knowledge also. This is one. So if anything else your side, please share me and inform me, and anything else discuss me another few minutes. Now is at 12:55. Another 5 minutes. We have to go there. We'll discuss. So Prakash sir, you are traveling. You are
good
sitting
information.
in car. You are sitting.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because this is the telecast. This is the telecast to the UGC. Please take care about this. See, whatever
Yes.
you have now, this is this telecast to the UGC also. This everything's whatever the recording, everything is going on. Okay. Some of the teachers, I know this, they have personal work or it may be, but the be alert. This is this whatever the live program, no recording also there. Message has to go to the UGC, that is the center, MHRD center. They watch everything. Okay. So anything, friends, please, if you want to anything else you want to discuss with me, or if you want anything else, share me. Because this is my day, today is my last presentation of yours. Anything else you want to, anything required my sites, or it may be anything else you can share me and discuss me, or your own experience related to anything else you can tell me in Kannada also, no problem. Rajashekar, where are you now? You are from?
Sir.
Yes, Rajashekar, where are you? Which you
Sir,
are?
I am from HD Kota, sir. Agadan
You are
Kota.
on HD Kote, Mysore. Okay.
Sir.
Kantappa Chavan. Yes, Kantappa Chavan.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, which subject you are teaching in the college, no?
Yes, sir, please.
Which subject you talk to the student? ಯಾವ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನೀವು ಪಾಠ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಪ್ಪ? You understand? You know
Sir,
Kannada?
I am librarian, sir.
Librarian. Okay, okay, very fine. Babu BC doctor.
Yes, tell me, sir.
Which subject you taught? ಯಾವ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನೀವು ಪಾಠ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ?
History, sir. ಇತಿಹಾಸ.
History
No,
ನಲ್ಲ?
librarian, sir, librarian.
You also librarian, Ganta Palakaro. Okay.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Varadaraj. You are where you from?
Librarian come GHDC K Nagar, sir.
No,
Librarian.
ಎಲ್ಲ librarian now. Must have been. Okay. Lakshmi madam. You are also librarian?
No, sir. I'm an assistant professor of economics, Undlupeta College.
Economics. Okay. So you have, this is also a good subject. Okay. And then
Thank you.
see, some of them the image was fan and wall and some of the picture. I don't know whether they are there. Anyway, it's okay. So shall you stop there, or anything else you have to share me? Anything else? Anything else? Anything else you want in my side?
Sir, this is Captain Lakshmi.
Captain Dr. Lakshmi. Captain Lakshmi means
yeah,
NCC,
yeah.
NSS. Captain means
Yeah. Yeah, you're talking
See,
about the
actually,
NCC.
captain it means I'm worried about captain. So that's why NCC, NSS captain. Fine, madam. Tell me, madam.
NCC. For
Madam,
NSS, there will be no captain, sir. It is a rank. Will be given after many training and all. Okay.
very,
So,
very
sir,
working,
in
madam.
our NCC, nammal NCC alli, we do this disaster
Yes.
management and all. Actually, PM indane ಒಂದು order ಬರುತ್ತೆ, sir, from central government.
Yes,
And
madam.
through NCC activities, it is a part of activity we do, sir.
Fine, madam.
Natural calamities and
Yes.
what all you said is really true and really required
And
for the
also,
day, sir.
Because we are all the teacher, but the message should be as to reach every student of our colleges.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir.
also,
It is not that
another one,
only
madam,
duty of
another
the-
one message. The government of
Yeah.
Karnataka, they given
Yes, sir.
a sponsor also. Any teacher supposed to has to organize any conferences, workshop, anything else.
Yes, sir.
Government they given a 2 lakh.
Oh,
That
nice,
is
sir.
there. You can go to the disaster management cell in Karnataka. You can type there in the website. MS building, store building in the
Yes, sir.
Bangalore. There is a 4th
Yes, sir.
floor. My students became a director. So you can go there. He will be help you, and he will view
So
these.
what's his name, sir? What's his name? Director.
Pradeep. His name is the Dr. Pradeep. So you can
Pradeep.
because he may not be pick the mobile. He is not pick my mobile also because he is a position wise.
No
now.
issue, sir.
So that's why you can mail to him. If you have anything else, supposed to have to they call to you for this, conduct any program, definitely